Hi guys, in the last video we have seen data cleaning and how to handle the missing values. So in this video we are going to see how to handle noisy data by using binning method. So what is noise? Noise is a random error or the variance in a measured variable. And what is binning method? Binning method is mainly used to smooth the noisy data by grouping the similar data or similar data points into bins. So that is what is binning. So binning method smooths the sorted data values by consulting its neighborhood, that is the values around it. It usually actually make the sorted values into different bins, that is putting the similar type of data points into bins. Okay, so smoothing by bin means smoothing by bin medians and smoothing by bin boundaries. So these are the three methods are used for binning method. The first method is smoothing by bin means, smoothing by bin medians and smoothing by bin boundaries. So these are the three methods that are mainly used in binning. There are also two methods that we are going to see in this video. So the first one is smoothing by bin means, smoothing by bin median, smoothing by bin boundaries. From the name itself, I hope you can easily understand what is smoothing by bin means, bin medians and bin boundaries. So smoothing by bin means each value in a bin is replaced by the mean value of a bin. So first of all, what happens is that the data set will be arranged in a sorted value. Let us take an example. So let this be an example. This example is already in the sorted value. It's already in the ascending order. This is already in the sorted value. So this is now being divided into 3 bins. Okay, it's being divided into 3 bins. So it is being divided into 3 bins because we have 12. We have 9. We have 3. We have 9 components here, 9 elements here. So 3 is being divided into 1 bin and the other 3 is being put into the other bin and the other 3 is being put into the other bin. So 3 bins are being made here with the data set. So that is what partition into equal frequency bins. Okay, so now how do I make this bins using smoothing by bin means? So each value in a bin is replaced by the mean value of a bin. So what is the mean value of this bin? So 4 plus 8 plus 15 divided by 3. So the mean value will become 9. So each and every value in this bin will be replaced by the mean value called 9. So everything is replaced by the mean of this bin. And if you take 21 plus 21 plus 24 divided by 3, the mean value will be 22. So each and every component in this bin will be replaced by 22. And here the bin components 25 plus 28 plus 34 divided by 3, the mean value will be 29. So each and every component of bin 3 will be replaced by its mean 29. So this is how the outliers or the noise is smoothened by using this method, smoothing by bin means. So the first one is partitioning into equal frequency bins, where the whole sorted data is getting divided into into bins that is having equal number of values, equal number of components, and then this has been smoothened by using the smoothing by bin means value. Then the second point is smoothing by bin medians, where each bin value is replaced by the bin median. So what happens is that each bin value is replaced by the bin median. So the median value, each value in the bin will be replaced by the bin median. For example, if you take 4, 8, 5, the median will be 8. So each component here will be replaced by the median. And here if you take here, the 21 is the median, so every element here is replaced by 21. And here if you take 28 is the median, so every element will be replaced by the 28. And then if you take smoothing by bin boundaries, what happens is that the maximum and the minimum values in a given bin are identified. So here if you take the bin 1, what is the minimum value? 4 is the minimum value and maximum is the 15. So what happens is that each bin value will be checked with the closest boundary value. Each bin value will be checked with the closest boundary value. If you take here 4, 15. So this is the minimum value, this is the maximum value here. Now only 8 is left out, right? So what happens? 8 is closest to 4 or it's closest to 15. 8 is closest to 4. So what happens? The 8 is replaced with the closest boundary 4. Clear? Okay, fine. So 21, 21, 24. So now this is the minimum, this is the maximum. So what happens? This 21 is closest to 21, the minimum boundary. So this 21 is replaced by 21 itself. When you check here, you have minimum is 25 and maximum is 34. This 28 is closest to 25 than 34. So 28 replaced with 25. So this is how smoothing by bin boundaries is done. Hope you understand. Smoothing by bin means smoothing by bin medians and smoothing by bin boundaries, right? Okay. Then the next one is, you have two more types: equal width partitioning and equal depth partitioning. So now let us see about equal width partitioning first, then equal depth partitioning. Here, equal width partitioning divides the range into n intervals of equal size. N intervals of equal size. So this is what we saw in our previous equal frequency bins. So this has been divided the range into n intervals of equal size. So n intervals of equal size. This is what we saw in the equal frequency bins. That's what they have explained here. If A and B are the lowest and highest values of the attribute, the width of the intervals will be B minus A divided by n. The most straightforward, but outliers may dominate the presentation, whereas in this equal width they say that the squeezed data will not be handled well. If the data are in the same range, then the equal width partitioning can handle well, whereas if there are skewed data where it cannot fall into the particular data set range, then that particular data cannot be handled well. Okay. So when you come to the equal depth frequency partitioning, divides the range into n interval, each containing the approximately same number of data points. The same here. So same number of data points. Good data scaling, managing categorical attributes can be tricky. So whereas this point, managing categorical attributes can be a bit tricky. Now let us see about this equal frequency equidepth bins, where we have already seen this in the previous example. So now let us take an example. So 4, 8, 9, 15, 21, 21, 24, 25, 26, 28, 29, 34. So now what happens? Now we are partitioning it into equal frequency, that is equidepth bins. So now we are going to see about this equal depth partitioning. We are just going to divide the range into n intervals, each containing the approximately same number of data points. About this equal depth partitioning and about all these points, we will see it in the coming part of our slide. About this point, we will see it in the coming part of our slide. Now let us concentrate. Currently we are going to concentrate only about this equal depth frequency partitioning. So this is what we are actually seeing here. We are just dividing the range into n intervals containing approximately same number of data points. Okay, so we are just dividing it. So we have 12 data points here. We are dividing the 12 data points into 3 bins consisting of 4 in each bin. And then as we have seen already, when you are planning to smooth it by bin means, the mean of this is 9. So all the elements of this is replaced by 9, and then the min of this is 23. So the mean of 23, that is mean of this is getting replaced with all the elements, and then here the mean of this is 29, and then this mean is getting replaced with all the components in bin 3. Fine. And then when you are coming for the smoothing by bin boundaries, here minimum is 4 and maximum is 15. When you check for these two middle elements, so 8 is closest with 4, so 8 is getting replaced with 4, and then 9 is closest with 4 again when compared to 15, so 9 is getting replaced with 4. When you come to the bin 2, 21 and 25 are the minimum and the maximum respectively. When you come to 21, it is closest to 21 again, so it's replaced with 21. When you come to 24, it is closest to 25 when compared to 21, so this 24 is replaced with 25 here. And then when you come here to the bin 3, 26 is the minimum and maximum is 34. So when you check for these two elements, 28 is closest to 26 compared to 34. So 28 is replaced with 26, and then 29 is closest to 26 compared to 34. So 29 is replaced with 26. So this is how smoothing by bin boundaries has been done for this problem. So now we have seen about the equal frequency partitioning. Now we are going to see about the equal width partitioning. So equal width distance. So equal width distance. So let us take this example, the sorted data. So as we have seen in the previous slide, suppose we have the maximum and the minimum element B and A. So the formula was there. So I hope I'll just go to the previous slide. So lowest and highest values of the attribute, the width of the interval will be B minus A, that is maximum minus minimum. So A is the lowest and B is the highest. So maximum, highest minus minimum divided by the values, okay, divided by the width of intervals, okay, not width of intervals, divided by the number of elements, total number of elements. So that is what they have given here. You could check it here. So this is the sorted values. The width they have given maximum minus minimum divided by the number of bins. This is the formula for equal depth. So not depth, equal width binning. Fine. Don't get confused with equal width and equal depth. So equal width only, you have this formula, width formula. For equal depth, you just divide the data set into equal number of bins that consist of equal number of elements, and then you carry on with the smoothing by bin, median, bin means, bin median, and then bin boundaries. Only for equal depth you calculate the width. So this is a sorted data, and then let us first calculate the width. So what is the width? Max minus minimum. So the max is 215 and the minimum is 5. So 215 minus 5 divided by number of bins. So how many elements do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12. 12 can be divided by 3. Usually we used to form at least 3 bins here. So 3 with 4 element, and then so number of bin is 3. So you will be getting the answer as 70 for width. Okay, so now what happens is that, so this will be my first bin, and then this will be my second bin, and then this will be my third bin with 4 elements. Okay, so if you take the first point, first bin, so what happens is that, so width plus the minimum value, width plus the minimum value 5 is equal to 75. So what happens is that from the minimum value to the maximum value 75 falls in bin 1. Falls in bin 1. So what are all the values that falls from 5 to 75? 5, 10, 11, 13, 15, 35, 70, 75 and then 72. Earlier, just to make for our to calculate the width, we have made the number of bins. But however, when you are calculating the bin according to the equal width, we are making the elements to fall according to the width. So from 5 to 75, these are all the elements that falls into the first bin. So now what happens? 75 is the answer for the first bin, the maximum value for the first bin. So 75 plus width, 75 plus width. So what is the width? 70. Okay, so 75 plus 70 is equal to 145. So what happens? The minimum value is 75 here. So 75 plus, so not plus, 75 to 145 falls in the bin 2. So 75 to 145, yes, 75 to 145, only 92 falls in the bin 2. And then 145 plus the width values, 145 plus the width value become 215. So 145 to 215 will fall in the bin 3, where 205 and 215 falls in the bin 3. So now you are calculating the elements which needs to be fall inside the bin according to the equal width distance is what done here. So we are first calculating the width, and then according to the width we are calculating the, or we are finding out the bin elements that needs to be put inside the 3 bins. Now we are actually finding here in this point, we are finding how many bins that needs to be categorized. So we have decided 3 bins here. So according to that, we are actually finding out what are all the elements that could fit into our 3 bins. Clear? So the minimum value, there is the width plus the minimum value, and then from the minimum value to the value that you have found, and then the value that you have found plus the width, and then the value that you have found plus the width. So accordingly we are finding the values that could fall into the 3 bins, and we have decided how many bins are supposed to be there according to our problem. I hope everybody understood what is binning, what is binning by bin means, bin boundaries, bin median, and then equal depth binning and equal width binning. Thank you.